Welcome to another segment of Logicalmgtow. I'm Logicalmgtow Spock. Mm, mm. Sad news for us, for the MGTOW members. We have a loyal, long time member by the name of Mr. Hate Vicious. He's pulling out because obviously, which I understand, of course, and the human equation that a person only can handle only so much, even when they're already dealing with certain things in their own personal life. I understand that. But at the same time, I respect Mr. Hate Vicious. And the one thing also is that he knows already, possibly in his own way, um, that I will support his decision both as a MGTOW member and a um, advocate, and of course as a humanitarian in all aspects, and even as in the spiritual sense as well. But just like the many things in life, we tend to do more than tend to give up on things, even if it's something that we believe in at times. We don't want to half the time, or if not most of the time, but we sometimes don't see any recourse, and we don't see any actual support from either side. The ones that are basically following the same, uh, shall we say, guidelines, or going down the same path in a sense. But of course, as MGTOW goes with the fact that men going their own way, which is basically the MGTOW acronym, or meaning essentially. Um, I, but the one thing is that just like the World War I and II, and the Vietnam War, the Desert Storm Wars, the War of Iraq and Afghanistan. If we had troops that gave up, then then the then the United States would be in more than turmoil, wouldn't it be? Thereby also the one, and it would basically have it to where those aggressors, be that in this case the feminists and the MGTOW haters, would be able to, shall we say, overtake um, the United States, um, and in the sense of overpowering its own citizens. I, as a humanitarian advocate, as well as a MGTOW member, and as well as a business and education and disability and health advocate and citizen advocate, I will never give up. I may not make as many videos quite as often, but when I do, even if when I do and when I don't make the videos, doesn't mean I'm backing away. But the one thing is that I'm just saying is that the more we back away, in this case from the manosphere, the we could easily separate. First off, we could easily separate the family issues that we have outside of the MGTOW. It's not that difficult. It may seem so, I understand, but it's not. Things are only difficult if we allow it to be. Things are only trying if we allow it to be. Things can only be shown as there's no actual true support, even from the MGTOW members, when really they are supporting, but they may not say it or even show it as much, if at all. But the one thing is, for us MGTOW, even if we don't show it, and even with the fact that we're all the same gender, okay, And with the fact that we're sending the same message, but in our own understanding and perspective, doesn't make us any less of a MGTOW member, regardless of how we became MGTOW members and why and all this other stuff, right? But the basic fact is, we can do a lot more than what the feminist and Me Too movement bitches think that we can, or even us, or even may judge us. And but yet, here's the one thing: in a spiritual sense, those women who judge us men will go straight to the pits of hell. The more they judge, and no matter even if they repent one time, if they keep on judging and assuming the negative, it won't be they won't be easily forgiven however many times they repent after the first time. So basically, just like the just like our troops in the World War One, Two, and the Vietnam and Afghanistan and the Iraq and the Desert Storm wars, we cannot give up. They did not give up, so we cannot give up. We need to show the the feminine bitch aggressors that think that they can overpower us men like they have in relationships or have even attempted to in relationships and marriages. We got to show them that we are the stronger ones. We don't allow our emotions and our feelings or anything negative affect us. But backing out is basically saying, okay, I'm gonna just do my own thing, my own way, outside of the internet and outside of the YouTube thing. But here's the one thing though: when it comes to YouTube, BitChute, and various other sites, they are public domain. In order to get any support from even government funding or however the hell they make money, they need to keep it open and free and available. And the business execs in these type of online businesses know this. Even if they don't like the messages that we put out as MGTOW, they have to deal with it because it goes by the Constitution. They cannot go against our beliefs and what we're standing for in MGTOW or anything for that matter. Yes, one thing is it may not be so pleasing to women, but who gives a shit? Because there's many things that women have done to us in relationships and in marriages and in the dating aspect, even in the sense of the sinful aspects that women have done to us men, and think they can get away with it. Eh, I would say that that's not the way to go. And on top of that, the females have no actual recourse. They think they do because they think that we men have to work just to get at at the golden vagina, as it were, or the golden goose in between their legs, if you will, if you want to put it in better terms. But the basic fact is that they don't have a golden anything. They're human beings, yes, but they're they allow their emotions to affect what they do and why, and they allow their emotions to do the negative and sinful things to where they go right into that basic action of the going towards negative and sinful. Yes, we have emotions too, but we know how to control them a lot better than women. Yes, we may get angry. Yes, we may get frustrated, just like any other human being does. I mean, that's a basic norm for humans. But we cannot give up even on ourselves. We cannot give up on anything that we truly, strongly believe in, even within ourselves. even when it comes to a basic cause such as MGTOW or anything else for that matter that's positive and supportive, even for us males. I know there are many people that will say, "Oh, I'm just gonna give up saying my message online and just do my own thing and be MGTOW offline and but I'll keep watching and whatnot else, or if you know, or if I so choose to, essentially, that's just saying, guess what, ladies, for the feminist the movement and the Me Too movement video content bitches are saying, guess what, ladies? We knocked one out again. We knocked another one out. We knocked another one out. And Mr. Hate Vicious, we knocked him out finally for the second time. But this one, according to him, for sure. That's the thought of the feminist and Me Too movement. And they're just waiting for more to fall. Are we truly going to do that? Are we truly going to go into that aspect? I mean, I'm not saying that would go to the points to where we would be weakened into the points of going back into the plantation. I'm not saying that, although it could be possible for a certain number. I'm not going to say who by name, but it could be possible. And I'm not going to judge anybody even by name because I'm a spiritual person. I will never do that. I have judged people in the past, but I have prayed for forgiveness even before I got baptized in my church that I'm a part of, and I will never, never judge or even negatively assume anything or anybody. Yes, I know it's a human thing, but guess what? That human thing needs to be done and gone for good as well. The feminist movement is still changing its way. Is still changing its narrative. It's still changing its meaning. It's still brainwashing women as it keeps on changing these shit things, man. The one thing is that the reason they keep on changing, and I've said this before, in one of my many earlier videos in MGTOW, of Logical MGTOW, is that each time they change it, is because they can see it's not doing anything in their favor to where we would be weakened in and bow down and be subservient to the fucking feminist Me Too little bitch. That shows them that we're stronger than they expect us to be. But we need to do more than just show that to them. We need to keep on spreading the words as much as possible, even if it's the same damn thing. But because just like in many times, whenever I watch Star Trek, The Next Generation, the original, and DS9 and various other shows, right? Besides the sci-fi, there's many different things that each of us will find out in various different in parts of the scenes that we may have not have noticed the first number of times, right? And the basic fact is that the more we keep on spreading the words, it's the same damn thing. There might be a little extra that we may not have mentioned in the first number of times that we could still be putting in the same topic that we've said even before. Thereby, it would also help us gather more aspect and knowledge and whatnot to where we'd be able to spread even more new information than we already have. Thereby, that would basically show the feminist and Me Too little bitches that they're not going to win because once we show that they're not going to win, then we're not going to be bowing down to their little asses and fucking becoming subservient to them to where they can, again, as I say, tractor beam us back to the plantation. to where they can get at our resources and do whatever the fuck they want to do, and we have to deal with it as it was even put through in our minds that even by them where they thought, oh, he has to do everything I tell him to do, and I will suggest it to him, but if he doesn't, if he tries to suggest for me to do something that he wants, then I don't really have to do it, and I'm gonna make it sure he knows this. That's the whole mannerism of women. The basic fact is as I said, they want us to act and be a certain way, but whenever we ask them the same thing on any number of things, right? Then they fucking fight us about it. Then what do we do? What have we done in the past? We weaken and say yes, dear, or anything else that aspect, or maybe you're right. And that no more of that crap. No more of that crap. We got to show the feminist little bitches that one, the liberation aspect, one, has already been done and it's gone. It's already been done by the ERA, feminist movement of the 1970s. You cannot be liberated for a second time. If you think you are, you're a fucking phony. And you're lying to yourself. And the other part of it is that they want sexual freedom. They got it, but guess what? They're not going to get it. They're not going to get at our resources. They're not going to get at us in general to where they can try to take us for everything that we have in court either. That's the whole base of femininity so far, in which basically Star Trek: The Next Generation shows that whole thing is dead and gone. In the 24th century, that sort of thing in feminine bullshit is dead and gone. It should be dead and gone now. The basic fact is that women have always said, oh, I want a guy who will be supportive and I'll support him, and we'll have a house or a good place and children, and we'll live together like my grandparents, and who've been married for so many years. And and the one thing is that women don't like this. Even the teenage and 20-year-old women don't like this. But the one thing is, marriage ain't no fucking storybook. Okay? Marriage is no fucking storybook to where you can just read it like you're reading Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs or fucking Cinderella and expect everything to go the way the women want it to go. That's not the reality, ladies. Until you realize you need to go into the points of compromise 50-50 and not monkey branch onto the next idiot, just because you don't get what you want on your timeline of your base of expectations, because too high expectations is sinful. Too high expectations is not realistic. You have too high expectations and you think you're entitled to shit, ladies? You're going to be single for the fucking rest of your life. And if you are not single, you will be eventually. And the only thing you'll be getting done is you getting a sense of the hit it and quit it. That's it. And whether you get pregnant by however many men hit it and quit it with you, you won't even know who's the real father. Who can I take to court for child support and alimony? You won't know. You ladies will not know. Many of you ladies before the newly revised feminist movement has gone through the same shit. It's even been portrayed on many sitcoms. You want to go through the same shit again? I don't think so. But yet you keep on doing shit that you think you can be liberated for the second time. You think you can get all the things that you want from men. No, you cannot, because if you think that, you're going to go straight to hell even faster, even if you do or do not sin. Because high expectations and any other aspects of non-realistic entitlements, it will lead you to the pits of hell, ladies. Instead of going straight up to heaven, you'll be going straight down to hell. No matter how much you think otherwise, you will find out. Your soul and your fucking mannerisms will teach you. If you truly listen within yourself, you'll find out. In the whole long run, you'll still be fucking single. You'll still be wondering, where are the good men? Where are all the fucking good men? I want a man who will give me anything I want. Expectation and high entitlement, straight to hell. And if he doesn't give me what I want when I want, I'm gonna go over to another one and cheat on him and see if I can get it from the other guy and the other guy and the other guy. Major fucking sin. Adultery, cheating, sin. Leads you straight to hell. The feminist movement of today, ladies, and the Me Too movement of today is illogical. It's not logical. It's illogical, non-realistic, unneeded, unnecessary. Not really within logic in general. It's not really in the base of reality as it is even today. And even as it was even before today. So basically, ladies, you're just being pulled along by the statements that are being made up as they go. And that sounds believable, just like the fucking liberal Democrats make things sound so believable and so true and so factual when they're a load of shit. Even more so than a load of shit. And yes, I know it takes a while for people, even women, to realize what I am saying and have said, to be actually sinking in their little fucking puny minds, if you have any, instead of having nothing in between your ears. As it's been said many times by Alex P. Keaton, Michael J. Fox's character on Family Ties, when it comes to Justine Bateman's character, Mallory Keaton, saying that there was nothing in between her ears, being that she has no brain, right? The more you women go about the way you're going about and expecting shit when you know, you will eventually find out that all this so-called feminist cause is a load of shit in the fucking first place. It's already been done. It's said, done. It's said, done, and gone. You think you haven't been heard enough, ladies? You've been heard up to the fucking tip of the fucking mountain already, man. You don't need a fucking feminist movement. You don't need a fucking Me Too movement. You've been heard through the ERA. And even a number of you, I know a number of you young ones have not been around since the ERA feminist movement, but I know the fucking ERA feminist movement because I was born in the 1970s. What I say is rings true left and right. No matter how much you want to deny it, it rings true. And it's because the ERA feminist movement of the 1970s is why we have a damn Equal Rights Amendment bill still in the fucking base of the political office in Washington, D.C. That keeps on getting signed into law continuously without even us knowing about it. Yeah, you want to push the envelope even further, and you think you're going to succeed in doing so. If you think you are going to succeed, you're living in a dream world. You're not living in real reality. It's you women who cause this shit of why men are not going to put up with your indecisiveness, your inadequacies of even of the too high expectations, unrealistic expectations. You think that you're entitled to more than us men when you're not. You think all this non-reality bullshit, and you think you're going to get away with it. No. And you know what that does to you, ladies? Straight into the pits of hell for the women who think that, who go by that mannerism and thought process. And those women who go into the pits of hell with that thought process will see many of us men, even Meg coming, go straight up to heaven. Guaranteed. So you can wonder where all the good men are, but guess what? A good man doesn't go by the base of the dollar bill. A good man doesn't go by the base of giving you things when you want them and when you expect them. A good man doesn't go to the points to win, to bowing down to your every word and shit like that, or anything else for that matter, as if your word is law when it's not. To the points of where the guy is subservient to. No, a good man is one who's confident within himself, stays confident within himself, and stays self-assured and strong, even within himself, emotionally and psychologically, and stays that way. And if you women even tried to change him in any way, for any reason, in your fucking viewing, you will go straight to hell. You need to accept men for who and how they are, and no matter what type of money they make and how much they make, it doesn't matter. Because the one basic other sin is expecting to get a guy to make more money that only benefits you, and where you expect the guy to spend his hard-earned cash and his hard-earned income on you, but not him, and you and the children, but not on him. And besides the responsibilities of the bill paying and all that crap, right? You will be going straight to hell with that mind thought, that negative mind thought of, or the guy has to spend everything on you and the children. He doesn't mind the children, I can guarantee that. But if he has to spend all his hard-earned cash on you, but very little, if any, on him, you will surely go to hell, guaranteed. Because that's a sinful mindset of any woman to have. No matter fucking what. I don't care if you were brought up better than any other female or male. Doesn't matter. It doesn't give you any leverage to expect a guy to give you everything you want when you want it, but he can't do that for himself. Of giving himself something. And like I said, he doesn't mind giving things for the children if you have any with him. But if he is expected to do things for you 100%, but not for him 100%, when it's supposed to be 50-50, even in relationships as well as marriage, then you'll be going straight to hell indefinitely. Because it doesn't go 90-20 or 90-10, where the woman has 90 and the guy has 10, if not if if at all zero, right? And it doesn't go 80-20 or 80-10 or 70-30 or 70-20. It goes 100% without question 50-50. And if you can't handle it, if you can't accept it, ladies, then guess what? Have fun being single and have fun hitting the damn wall. Because that's exactly where you're leading, and as the old saying goes, men age gracefully, which basically makes us men worth more, and women age like fucking milk, where they become sour as fuck. And the way the feminist movement is treating you ladies, and the way you are going by their belief system, and even the Me Too belief system, you're leading right there a lot quicker than you expect. Guaranteed, ladies. So, ladies, you have a lot to think about now, don't you? The basic fact is that we MGTOW members we're not gonna give in, even if we do make content. If we don't make content, even online, you may think that just because we're not spreading the word that you'll be able to get us at any number of men. No, because there's many ways we can spread the word of MGTOW. And I have, even when I haven't done any content, I have spread the word of MGTOW, and I'm gonna keep on doing that, even when I'm not making any content videos. And I know that many other MGTOW members are gonna do the same fucking thing. So guess what, ladies? It's not our fault. It's all on you, ladies. And and MGTOW members, let's all support and back Mr. Hate Vicious, and hopefully he will come back, because he is a really really respectful, caring person, and we can. I mean, I am, especially seeing that I know psychology. I can help him through it, through many different things, emotionally and psychologically. If he wants the help. I'm not gonna assume or even judge that aspect, but if he wants to talk, hey, I'm here. I'm here, dude. And anyway, MGTOW members and future MGTOW members, stay strong, stay MGTOW, and become MGTOW for the future MGTOW members. Become MGTOW. Free yourself from feminism first off. Live long and prosper. MGTOW for life.